So we're live. Well, two things happened over the weekend. China started building up forces across the strait from Taiwan, and Dmitry Medvedev threatened the United States. In response, President Trump sent two nuclear submarines to the appropriate areas. Hey, Captain. And this is important because what Medvedev said is that their dead man system had been activated. Which their dead man system is, if you attack us or one of our cities, we have an automated system that will automatically kick you back, whether we survive or not. Medvedev told President Trump that that system had been activated. So President Trump rightly sent two nuclear subs. And I like this channel called The Enforcer because he showed what would happen if Medvedev sent missiles to like DC or New York or Chicago. He said Kaliningrad would be immediately wiped off the map. He said that would be gone. He said that Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia are already gearing up because Russia is building up forces on their border like they're going to invade. Those are all NATO countries. All three of them are NATO countries. And if he invades any one of them, an emergency session of NATO will be called and they will declare Article 5 and we will be at war with Russia. Because Article 5 says an attack on one NATO country is an attack on all. So that's what's happened over the weekend. Any thoughts, any comments? Yes, I am, Roselli. And here's why. Because we cannot let other countries threaten to attack us. We have to let them know, hey, if you do this, we're going to match you and exceed it. Does that make sense to you, Roselli? Okay. So Russia has this automated system, and it involves their nuclear warheads. Their nuclear warheads are already on missiles, and this automated system is set up so that if their major city gets attacked, then the automated system automatically sends missiles towards DC, New York, and several other cities in America. And so in response to that, President Trump put 2 nuclear subs within strike range, which that is just logical. And because he did that, the Russians are backing down. The Russians are saying, oh no, we didn't mean that. Well, Russians don't say stuff they don't mean. We may not agree with it or think it makes sense, but they don't say stuff they don't mean. You know what I mean? So anybody else have any comments, thoughts? What about you, Captain? Right, it worked is all that matters. See, the Russians and the Iranians understand 2 things: strength and power. If you come across as weak or indecisive, they're going to roll you over. They don't, you know, they don't like people that are weak. Let me put it that way. And the other thing is, no, we're not at war because of us. We're at war because you have a ruthless dictator in Putin that invaded a sovereign country, Ukraine, and now they are talking up together. And if they declare Article 5, then we are duty bound to respond. We are currently not at war. Right, speak softly but carry a big stick. Let them know, hey, we have shit that will mess up your shit. We don't got to use it. We just got to let them know, hey, we got this and it's heading your way. It's called deterrence. And another thing that's going on, troops across the strait from Taiwan. One of the premiers of Taiwan said that an invasion is imminent. So we have to see how that goes, because also something interesting has gone on there in that the CCP, which is the Chinese government, has removed all of right, exactly. Putin is the aggressor. We are not the aggressor. He invaded a sovereign country. At the time when he invaded that sovereign country, he said, Poland and the Baltics are next. I will not allow them to remain free. And he's saying a bunch of crazy shit here lately. Like, wherever a Russian soldier has stood that they own that land. That's crazy. Anyhow, on the deal with Taiwan, that may not happen because on October the 9th, the CCP is having their yearly meeting, and all the rumors state that that Xi Jinping is going to be forced to retire, which means a new leader will come in with new priorities, and it's going to happen because the CCP has removed all of Xi's generals that he put in place. Every one of the leaders that he put in place is mysteriously missing. One guy, they haven't seen him for a year and a half, for a year. So this is, you know, these are frightening times, but we don't need to be frightened to live through them. We need to stand on business. Stand on your beliefs, and you'll make it through. You know, my future son-in-law is in the Navy, and he was supposed to be deployed in October, and last week he got told he's deploying in 2 weeks. Right. Yeah. There's a really good channel that talks about what's going on in China. It's called Lei's Real Talk, LEI''S. She's really good, and she has lots of information that she shares. And she's gone through all of the leaders that Xi put in place last year, that they're all missing or unaccounted. She said every one of them. She said, which means that very soon Xi is going to be retired, is the way she put it. And she said the way Xi took power, she made an enemy of Hu Jintao, which was the previous president of China, whatever they call him. He had Hu Jintao escorted off of the Politburo floor. She said that is not the way that's supposed to be done. She said so. She made an enemy of the former leader, and she said that is not done. So that's what I got for y'all today. Thanks for tuning in. We are sitting at 299 subscribers, and the goal is 500 by the end of the month. Let's see if we can make that happen. Take care. Talk to y'all tomorrow.